Hi everyone, Cendril here, and welcome to a first impressions video of Steel Rain. Now, full disclosure, you all know if you've been around the channel, I like to be upfront and honest with all of you. I was given a Steam key for this by Polarity Flow, the makers of this game, so go to the credits. Polarity Flow. And I was asked if I would do a video talking about it, give my opinions, what I think about it. So I'm going to do just that, and we'll have some fun with it. We'll see what it is. It is $10 on Steam. Like I said, I got a Steam key for it, so we are going to give this a try, and I'll give you my honest opinions about it. I just wanted to be upfront and told you that I got a Steam key from Polarity Flow, and I decided to do a video on this game. And it sounds interesting. I like the premise. We'll see how well it plays. This game has been out for a couple of months, and again, like I said, you can find it on Steam, and it's $10, and you'll get my opinion to see if it's worth that, if it's fun. You know, just my analysis. And that's kind of the standpoint I'll be taking from this game, a reviewer's type stance and analysis for the game. We left Earth to find a new home. They called it a fresh start, as if our survival was certain. 3 frigates were sent to an unknown destination with all that was left after disease and overpopulation had exhausted almost all resources on Earth. I'm holding down the left mouse button to speed up the text, so that's nice. It's nice that you can do that. Our journey to seek out and colonize a habitable planet. Barely 3 months after beginning our journey, we had our first contact with the Xenox, an artificial intelligence whose purpose is to conquer other planets, exploit captured civilizations, and force them into slavery. The Xenox's first strike destroyed 2 of our frigates. We, the 12,846 passengers of the remaining frigate, the Citadel, survived because of the heroic maneuvers by the frigate, Federal, which disabled our attackers. 3 years have passed since then. We managed to hide in a nearby asteroid field and recovered the debris of the Xenox hunter ships. Since then, our scientists have been desperately trying to understand the Xenox technology to be able to defend ourselves from future attacks. An increased amount of riots, due to the hopeless situation and foreseeable lack of food, have led to the deaths of several crew members. With all hope nearly lost, rumors of a breakthrough from our scientists began to spread like wildfire throughout the Citadel. They said we finally had a weapon to repel the Xenox. Our desperation turned into euphoria. For the last time, humanity will display its full potential. Our engineers had found the key to adapt Xenox technology, and finally our crew were introduced to Project Steel Rain. The Xenox ship core can produce a nearly unlimited amount of power. A modified core is carried by 2 heavily armored, manned wing ships, which transfer the core power directly into the weapon system. Close to completion of Steel Rain, we received an emergency signal from a nearby planet, Gaia Prime. Were there any survivors of the lost frigates? The time has come to confront the Xenox fleet on Gaia Prime. This time, as an attacking force with a single weapon, Project Steel Rain. And that sets up the story for Steel Rain. Welcome to the hangar. My name is Estelle. I'm your personal assistant. From here, you can reach all the areas of the Citadel. Select missions now to change to the planet view. Okay, let's go through the tutorial. Okay, I can click away and then click missions. Alright, missions. Here you can select planets and missions, change difficulty, or start random orbit patrol missions. Choose one of the beginner tutorials or switch right to the next planet to start a mission. You can restart all tutorials at any time. Higher difficulties and the hardcore mode allow you to get more credits and higher scores for a bigger challenge. So here's the difficulty. And I forgot to go through the settings for the game. I apologize. Can I go back? I can't go back. Difficulty goes from 1 to 10. It started off on 1, so I'm going to stick with that. And there is a 0, which I guess is very easy. There's normal, easy, and hardcore. So I'm going to play on normal. High damage, show crits, show damage. I guess we'll do show damage. And see how that works. English, the hints are on. I have the settings on high. And go all the way to minimum. And it goes up to maximum. I'm going to set them on the midway point, which is high. At 5, and we'll try that. And I'm also playing in windowed mode. There is full screen mode. I'm playing in windowed just so I can see the recording. Controls. Oh, you can play with a controller. That's neat. I'm going to play mouse and keyboard. And give it a try, but know that you can also play with the controller, so that's good. And audio. I turned down the audio. If you can, hopefully you can hear the music. I really tested this because I'm not going to get a lot of feedback on these videos when it comes to sound settings. My plan is to do a small series of this. I think that's how I want to do these first impression videos. I'm still working it out as I get more opportunities to do things like this and give impression videos. The more practice I'll have, so please forgive me for not having like a set exactly how I want to do this yet. I'm new to these impression videos. I think I'm just going to make a small series out of it. Maybe 2 episodes. We'll see just how much we see in the game, and then if I feel like we haven't seen enough yet, I'll do another episode. And I just want to show off the game and, again, give my opinions and analysis for all of you. And then you can decide, hey, that feels like something I could play. I've not heard of this game, but it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I could spend $10 on it, or no, that's not for me. But I think this is good for the channel to get opportunities to do this, and just so all of you can see different games, because it's always nice to have games in mind to play that you could put on your wish list or something like that, or just buy it if you really like it. I had not even heard of this game, and if I end up having a lot of fun with it, hey, that's great. And maybe the same thing can happen for all of you. So let's get started. Enough of me rambling, right? Let's take the tutorials so we can figure out just how this game works. Now, I know this game is part shooter, like R-Type Gratis style. And there's also some, I think, some strategy elements to it. And we'll get to those, I think, later. Basic controls, move, WASD, and space, keyboard spacebar or enter, or I can just use the mouse. Hold the left mouse button to move. Change formations during gameplay to maximize evasion and damage. Change formations with the right mouse button, shift key, or gamepad. Okay, I see. Wing formation A. Defense medium, weapons, high-speed projectiles, extra, highest fire rate and widest range, advantage, good balance for most situations, weakness, enemy missiles, and mines. That's very interesting that you have these different formations. So you can focus more on defense and a balance. Then there's probably one, let's see, hold fire. Or press formation to skip. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that one. You get to test it too. I really like that before you switch. So as you can see, high-speed projectiles has a really long range. Good defense. Like I said, it's very balanced. I like this one. I think I'm going to use the enter key. I know, the enter key changes that. Wing formation. Here we go. I use arrow keys and spacebar. Strong defense weapons, plasma torrid bolter, armor penetration, evasion, and armored enemies. Guess because our hitbox is smaller, also it may just flat out give us more defense. Weakness, limited bullet spread. It doesn't spread as much, but I still think it's really good. I like that one. And this is Formation C. Weak defense. Weapon, short pulse laser. Extra item attractor and heat-seeking missiles. Oh, there's the missiles. Advantage, multiple targets in rear fire. Advantage, attack range, and incoming bullets. Yeah, it doesn't have the... You don't get the spread like you do, but... You do get, You do get the heat-seeking missiles, which is okay. And item attraction is huge in games like this. Okay. Oh, there's the spread. Now I really see the spread. The up and down. You can collect parts... You can collect parts of destroyed enemy ships to gain EXP, credits, and temporary weapon boost. Permanent upgrades are available for credits between missions in the hangar upgrade area. You can attract items automatically when you change to Formation C, which is where you're really spread out. Okay. Combos. Each kill or item increase your combo counter and resets the combo timer. Combos Mortal Kombat style with a K. Once activated, you need to score again before time runs out to increase the counter. With each new combo, adds a 1% to your bonus score. Okay. So if you want a high score, you need to have combos. Collect or buy S items to activate the Steel mode for total invulnerability. Use this mode to destroy as many enemies and bullets as possible by collisions. So actually run into the bullets. The remaining duration is shown around your core. That's very interesting. That's a weird way to clear the screen of bullets. Kind of like it. That's different. Okay, this showed up on the right side, right bottom. Quick bar slots. There are upgrades for all ship parts and items to use with 4 quick bar slots during battles. Buy repair kits, bombs, and more for the quick bar visible at the bottom right of the screen. Overload, repair kit, and Steel mode. Overload. At the bottom left, those numbers have been going up the S, where they're all 9 now. Overload batteries cause an explosion around your core to destroy nearby bullets, and damage enemies. Medium-sized enemies will be pushed away, and small enemies will be instantly destroyed. And that's that. Okay, so that tutorial is all about the weapons, how to switch stances, and all that. A lot to take in. I don't know if it would have been better to maybe break up that into 2 different tutorials. It just seemed like for a shooter that's a lot to take in. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't play a lot of games like this. I don't play a lot of either side-scroller shoot-em-ups like this or top-down either. I just don't play a lot of this type of this genre, so that was a lot for me to take in. But so it all makes sense. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I'd maybe do better with the controller. Just me personally. But a lot to take in. You can always replay the tutorial as well, so that's nice. It's not one of those where it's just a one-time tutorial and then you can't play it again. Alright, let's take the second tutorial. I like the music. The music's nice. Overpower. Each kill fills up the overpower bar at the top of the screen, which I guess is that 0 of 17. When the bar is filled, a high-power laser beam will be released from the core. I think that's what we just saw. This laser can be used to destroy incoming bullets. Now that's useful. Collect colored batteries to switch between 6 different fire mode colors. Pick up more batteries of the same color to temporarily increase fire mode power. And the third battery will release a laser beam. Okay, so that just gives you different, I guess, attack formations and things like that. Well, no, you do the attack formations. When you change the fire mode color, you lose all temporary color boost. But normal collected power and spread ups will remain active. All power stats are visible in the lower left of the screen. Guess that's what those are, where the 2 is at, the blue, purple, and red. And they'll act different, depending on what you grab. Now, that's kind of standard. I'm kind of used to that. Each fire mode has different bullet types and formations. Power and spread up item boosts, each fire mode, persist when changing mode colors. And then you'll get more bullets. Fire mode blue, let's pick those up. And then there's the laser, because we picked up 3. The blue fire mode battery will activate a shield around the core. The shield absorbs a limited amount of damage before it needs to be reloaded with a new battery or active skills. So that's useful. So blue, you get a shield. And looks like you have 10 seconds to grab it before it changes color. Well, not 10 seconds, but there's a countdown from 10 to 0, and then it'll change color. Purple, so if we collected purple batteries will spawn a defense drone, which is now circling around us. Switch between formations to change drone modes. Defense drone can be destroyed and respawn with a new battery or active skills. Okay, so we get this defense drone around us. Okay. Fire mode red. The red fire mode is designed for heavy front damage output. Research and learn new skills to unlock heavy attacks and the missile void active skill. Now that sounds cool. Orange. Orange batteries maximize rear fire output. Oh, I could see that. And laser attacks. I kind of like orange. Always being able to fire behind can be useful. Yellow. Yellow fire mode is designed to maximize the income during missions. You can learn to manipulate resources and even research new technologies to repair your wings with converted materials. That sounds really useful. Health is useful. So yellow is money. Now that I'm glad they chose that color to maximize income, because that's just easy to remember. Yellow is like coins, gold, money. Green. Collect green batteries to spawn repair drones, which is now hovering around us. Your ship will be repaired over time, as long as the drones are active. Learn to improve the repair speed and research active healing technologies. That's super useful. And there's the exit. Okay, so the amount of depth in this game already is really good for a shooter. Like I said, I haven't played a lot of these type of games, but I have seen a lot, and especially older ones, and this one has a really new feel to it with all the power-ups and different attack modes. There's a lot to it, which could give a higher learning curve, but will probably be more fun to play, and you'll get more satisfaction when you finally do get past that learning curve and get all that. Let's take the third tutorial. And this is probably one of those games where just playing it will help you really grasp it more. Skills. You get a skill point with each new core level. To unlock new active and passive skills in the hangar skills area. All fire modes can be improved by skills and research. That sounds cool. Time. Your core needs to be recharged from time to time. Finish the mission and reach the new core before the timer at the top left of the screen reaches 0. The time required for a mission affects the final score. So you got to get through these missions pretty fast. You see, we've had 5 minutes for these tutorial missions, but while we're reading, the timer doesn't go down, which is really good. And that big glowing thing at the end, those are probably the new cores. Hide. In some stages, you can fly near to the ground and stop fire to hide the core. Most enemies can't see you as long as you keep low and do not attack. Ghost. Achievement unlocked. If you're detected by one enemy, all others can fire at your position too. That makes sense. But you just go down here and then hide. You just stop firing. Pretty useful. Difficulty. Choose between 10 difficulty levels that affect score, ranking, income, enemy movement, damage, HP, bullet amount, speed, and cooldowns. Just about everything. You can replay missions later at higher difficulties. So you probably want to start off at a lower difficulty, and then as you level up and get these technologies and research points that we've been told about, then you can scale up and try to get, you know, more money and research points and stuff like that by playing at higher difficulties. Hardcore mode, which I showed off, that was one of the options. In the mission and planet select view, you can activate the hardcore mode for increased collision and bullets. Hardcore mode increases score, income, and ranking, combinable with difficulty. So if you really want to crank up the difficulty, turn on hardcore mode and really show your stuff. Bonus stages. When you defeat a boss enemy, you get one-time access to a bonus stage. Collect as many credits in blue combo multis, I guess that's multipliers, as possible, and evade the red combo killers for massive bonus credits. Okay. Colonizing. Once a planet boss is defeated, you can create a colony on the planet. Change to the colonizing section in the hangar to get more information. Keep in mind that the production output during missions is doubled. And research. Once you've created and the colonizing part is part of the strategy aspect of the game. Once you've created a science lab, you're able to start research on new technologies. Build as many labs as possible to maximize research output. Change to the research area from the hangar to get further instructions. Setup. In the planet selection, you can enter the setup view, where you can choose wing and drone types for each mission. Okay? So just, you know, setup basically. Orbit patrols. You can fly orbit patrols at any time to defend your colony when invaded by enemies, or for additional income. You know, it's like a free stage. For additional income and core EXP, orbit patrols are randomly generated missions that will be different each time. Yeah, they're just randomly generated, and you can play them just for additional, like it says, additional income and EXP. That's in a lot of games. And that's that. Okay, there's the entire tutorial, which was a lot to take in. Hopefully you're still with me. Just stick with me for the entirety of these videos, because we're learning together. And let's start the first stage. I think it'll be more clear when we Gaia Prime, when we actually play it ourselves and we can kind of get a feel for this. So I can see the health bar. That's good. Dodge that. Area. Okay, so area gives us more spread. Missiles. We'll stick with the blue fire mode because I like the spread. I see the combo multiplier up there. Combo boost. I like that the bullets are easier to see. I like that they have that kind of like orb around them. Grab that. Grab that. And there's the laser. Damage. I like a damage boost. Alright, let's change it up. I'll choose yellow. So not as much spread, but we get some more of the angle. Plus, remember, we get more income. Control's really nice. Alright, let's try purple. See, the spread is good. And of course, you gotta remember the special things about them. Ow. Finally took damage there. Go away. Steel mode. Oh yeah, then we're supposed to like... Oh, that also causes the the coins to follow us. That's good. Repair kit, which gives us health. Let's see, I want to change out of this fire mode. Green. Which are the repair drones, which will give us health back, as I'll show off. And then watch my health slowly go up. That's useful. It's not really fast, but still useful. There's the area spread. So it looks like you can get up to 12 for each one, because you can see it says 8 out of 12. I like that. I like that it tells me like what stage I'm at for the upgrades. So I can make a decision whether I really need to go dodge in to get it. There's overload. Ah, I didn't grab that in time. Grab these then. And we'll change up and give the different tries. And grab it to end. Good, and then we get points, rank A. That's not bad. I think, unless A is really low. Drones are powerful helpers in battle. You can build a drone now in the upgrade area in exchange for collected resources. I've seen some errors, like when it comes to the text. That's kind of a small thing with this type of game. I mean, the most important thing for this genre is how well does the game play. But just because there has been quite a bit of text and story, probably want to clean up some of the errors, like resources only 1S, in exchange area in exchange should be not in change, should be an EX there. In exchange for collected resources. Each drone's power, see apostrophe, and abilities can be greatly increased by research, skills, and upgrades. And yes, I've seen some earlier in this episode too, but I just figured now would be a good time to point it out. Drones can be controlled in co-op by a second pilot. Now, I know there is co-op in this game, because I remember reading that. And that's really cool. These type of games are a lot of fun to have co-op. I don't know if it's local co-op, probably, or if there's online co-op. Now, I don't have anybody to play this game with, if it's either local or online. None of my friends have this game, but probably co-op will be a lot of fun. I would think so. But I'm not going to have any personal experience with the co-op mode, so there's that. Okay. Let's see, and where was it? Editor? Or this is where we make ships and stuff. Still Range Simulation Editor. Use the mouse wheel or arrows to select editor objects. Drag the selected object to the desired position. Clouds, noise, rain. Is this a stage? Like you can make your own stages? That'd be really cool. Choose or random roll Background layers, set options, FX details on the lower left of the screen. Name and save the stage to play or share it. So it is. Play, share, modify, and recreate unlimited new stages. See, that would be a lot of fun with friends. You get some friends together, and you can just make different stages and be like, okay, try this. How well can you do this stage? That's pretty cool, actually. I really gotta admit. You could really get into this. You can just, I guess, randomize all of it. That's cool. I'm probably not going to mess around too much with that, but just know that there is a level creator, which I think that's really cool. I think you could. This is a kind of game you could have a lot of fun with your friends, and by yourself too. I think, because typically you play these type of games just by yourself anyway. These type of shmups, but having a level creator like that really would be fun to play around with your friends. Like I said, okay, see if you can beat this stage. And then you could try to, you know, one-up each other. Okay, I got this score on it. What can you do? And just constantly create stages and try out different things. That's fun. I think that's really cool. Depending on how well it all plays out. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do much of that. But just know it's there. And that could be worth your time. Weapons. Here it is, weapons. Core level 1, wings, Protos FC, base damage and resistance. That's really cool. And that's the... Okay, you can get different, how do you want it to be? Enigma. There you go, and you just switch the formation here too, and get a taste of how each one works. That's right, I don't think I ever picked up red. So less resistance, more damage. And so you could choose your ship, like what type of ship do you want? You care more about defense, more about damage. That's pretty cool. Not sure what these are supposed to be. What these blue and red bars are supposed to be. Alright, let's build a drone, because that's what we were told to do. Well, not told to do, but we can do. Here you can build new upgrades, wings, and drones for your core. When a planet is cleared, we start to collect Xenox parts from destroyed enemies to create new upgrade blueprints. Clear planets and destroy unknown enemies to unlock more upgrade blueprints. Okay. I can't build any, we don't have enough money. Pet bot, armed constructor, new drone pet, permanent upgrade. Reflector. I don't have the money to build either of these. Armor, wings, raptor wing. Oh, defense and offense. That's what those mean. Now we know. So the higher the blue bar, it's more of a defensive type wing. So ship, basically. Or a higher red bar is more offensive. Also, I guess the level we have to be, we're level 1. We have to be at least level 4. Light armor. 5% hull resistance, new material, a permanent upgrade. 12% collision damage, all modes, permanent upgrade. And then there's going to be... Oh, that just goes to wings. Okay. So here's the upgrades. And then probably you might be able to upgrade it more than once as well. Items. Overload, the quick repair, steel mode you can go into when you want, and mission pack. Quick bar, all slots, max quick bar items. So you get max for all of them, but it's really expensive. So there's that. Bombs. Startup item, 1 quick bar, bomb basic permanent upgrade, plus 20% damage. That's really fancy. So, the gameplay is shooter, but there's a lot of like RPG elements into this. Different equipment, items, damage statistics. It's not just your old school type game where, you know, shmup, where you get hit and then the ship blows up. I mean, you have hit points, you take damage. There's a lot to the game, and that's a plus, by the way. I think that's a huge plus. Upgrade your missiles. Plus 1 initial power. Missile speed, that's useful. And plus 1 actual missile load, which is probably how many missiles you launch. Upgrade fire modes. This will be for Formation A. It's a permanent upgrade, plus 10% fire rate, penetration rating for Formation B, range for Formation C. So there's a lot packed into the game, and because of that, I'm gonna make this more than just one episode. But let me know in the comments what you think about the game so far, because I'm always curious to hear your opinions as well. So far, there's a lot to like about this game. The bullets are easy to see, which I like, because that tends to be my problem in these type of games. I have a hard time recognizing threats compared to like my bullets or the enemies or anything like that. You can clearly see because of just the visuals, hey, don't get hit by this, it's flying this way towards you. So that's nice. And they look different than the things that you shoot out, which is good. It's a little hectic to start with, but all these kind of games really are. The only thing my only critique so far is the tutorials. They fit. It makes sense that all the information is packed into the tutorial that they're in, but it's still very overwhelming. Also, if the tutorials were just a little bit more interactive, I think that would have been very useful. Like the third tutorial, I think it was, that told us about the fire modes, and it showed off or not the fire modes, but it showed off the all the different types of like the colors for the guns, so green, orange, and how they fire. That would have been really useful. But instead of using formation to switch, I don't know how else you would switch through the menus. But let me go through the formations too, and really get a feel for it. The other two tutorials were kind of, I don't know, it just felt like a lot of information got thrown at once. So that's just me. Just playing through the first stage though, I feel like I already got it. So this is definitely one of those games that you want to go through the tutorials so you get the gist of what's going on, but then play the first stage yourself and it'll all click. Like everything that was told you is like, oh, okay, so this is how it all works. So maybe clean up the tutorials a little bit would be nice. But again, well, I should say, and again, I think it's important that I say that because, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with this genre. I mean, I've played quite a few games of it, but it's not like this is an, turn-based RPG, which is really my forte, or a strategy game. Shooters like, R-Type and Gratis, I have much less experience with. So, the tutorials, again, just need to be cleaned up a little bit. But playing that first stage, it all really clicked. I started to really understand, actually being in control of the ship helped out a lot. A a lengthy first video, I know, but we're going to play a couple of more stages next time and really get into the game, and then hopefully we'll get to a boss. And I'd like to try this colonize option as well, and show off that aspect of the game a little bit. And we can see how that works, because I think that's supposed to be more of a strategy aspect to this game, which sounds really interesting to me. So we'll see how that plays as well. Again, my first impression is that this is very well built, just gameplay and mechanic wise, and I think it plays well, and we'll have to see how it is going forward. But so far, I'm really enjoying it, and it was quite a bit of fun. I have to say, I like just the options. Like, I love the depth of the game so far, much more than other types. Like I play like Gratis or R-Type, or those are ones that really come to mind. Raiden, things like that. But those are older. Again, this is kind of a newer one that I've played, and I like the just the depth of the game. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you have played this game before. I don't think many of you have. If any of you have, that will respond to my comment. And 2, what you think of it so far. I think so far so good. I'm probably going to do, not probably, I am going to do at least one more episode of this, and we'll really sink our teeth into it and see how it plays, more of the gameplay and things like that. And then I'll give you my opinions as well. Also, in the comment, let me know how I did with this impression video, what I could do to improve. Again, there'll be another one of this game, just because I don't feel like we really talked about everything this game has, and I'd like to show more of it off. But, again, I'm not used to doing videos like this, so I'm still a rookie at these impression-type videos. Let me know how I did, and if there's something you would like for me to talk more about, I can do that next episode. Until then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.